Your 10-speed transmission has a warranty that ran out and a service history that may have gaps. And if you cross 100,000 miles without doing the 7 things we are covering today, you are gambling with the most expensive drivetrain component on your F-150. How expensive? A 10R80 rebuild runs $3,800 to $6,200. And the frustrating part is that most of the failures that produce those bills are not random bad luck. They are the predictable result of specific things that were never done inside a specific window. We have the data on what those things are, in what order they matter, and what each one costs if you skip it, versus what it costs when you handle it on your terms. But do not skip ahead to item 4, because the item most people treat as optional has the highest correlation to early 10R80 failure in the service data. That context matters before the number does. Item 1. Transmission fluid service, and why the factory interval is wrong for your truck. Ford's factory schedule lists your 10-speed fluid as a lifetime fill under normal conditions. That language has cost a lot of F-150 owners a lot of money, and here is why you should not trust it with your truck. Lifetime fill means the fluid was engineered to last the design life of the transmission under the conditions Ford defined as normal, a specific blend of highway miles, moderate temperatures, and light loads. If your F-150 tows, hauls, idles in traffic, operates in temperature extremes, or sees sustained grades, your fluid is working harder than that spec assumes. Harder work means more heat. More heat means faster degradation. And degraded fluid inside your 10R80 is not just inefficient, it is abrasive on your clutch packs on every shift. Service your 10-speed fluid at 60,000 miles regardless of what the factory schedule says, and again at 100,000 miles. Use Mercon ULV, the spec-correct fluid for your 10R80, not a substitute labeled compatible. A proper fluid service runs $150 to $250. A clutch pack replacement on a worn 10R80 runs $1,800 to $2,800. Those two numbers are your entire argument, and that is before we get to what your fluid condition is actually telling you. Item 2. Read your fluid before you replace it. Before any fluid service on your 10-speed, actually look at what comes out. The color and smell of your transmission fluid is a diagnostic tool most owners throw away by going straight to a drain and fill. Fresh Mercon ULV is red and nearly transparent. Normal aging turns it darker red or light brown. What you are watching for is fluid that has gone dark brown to black, fluid that smells burnt, or fluid with any cloudiness or visible particles. Dark and burnt means your transmission has been running hot. Inspect your cooler lines and radiator before anything else goes in. Particles mean friction material is shedding from your clutch packs, and a drain and fill is not enough. But here is the twist. Every one of these findings changes what your service should include. Reading your fluid before replacing it costs nothing and gives you information you cannot get any other way. Skipping that evaluation is how people put clean fluid into a transmission that needed a different kind of attention entirely. Item 3. Your transmission filter. Your 10R80 has an internal filter that catches wear debris circulating through your hydraulic fluid circuit. Getting to it requires dropping the transmission pan, which adds time and cost, which is exactly why most people skip it. Here is why skipping it is a mistake on a high-mileage 10-speed. Your filter protects the valve body, the precision hydraulic control component that manages every shift your transmission makes. A saturated filter restricts hydraulic flow to the valve body in ways that cause erratic shifting and delayed engagement. Those symptoms get misread as a transmission that needs a rebuild, when what it actually needs is a filter that costs $40 and a pan gasket that costs $25. Drop the pan and replace the filter at your 100,000-mile service. While the pan is off, inspect the magnet. A light coating of fine gray material is normal wear. Chunky metallic debris is not. Finding it at a scheduled service is significantly better than finding it after an unscheduled failure. Stay with me, because item 4 is the one that shows up in failure data more than any other item on this list. Item 4. Your transmission cooler lines. Your 10-speed generates real heat under load, and that heat exits through your transmission cooler. The lines connecting your transmission to that cooler are a wear item with a documented failure history. And a slow leak does two things at once. It drops your fluid level and it introduces air into your hydraulic circuit. Air in your transmission's hydraulic circuit is one of the fastest ways to produce clutch damage. Your shift logic runs on hydraulic pressure. Pressure that drops unpredictably because of an air pocket means your clutch packs engage incompletely, which means slippage on every affected shift, which means heat, which means wear happening at the worst possible time. And it gets worse. Cooler lines on trucks in salt states are subject to external corrosion that is invisible from above. A line that looks fine from the engine bay may have a pinhole leak at a low point in the routing that you will never see until the fluid has been slowly draining for weeks. Inspect your cooler lines from underneath at every service past 60,000 miles. A line replacement runs $180 to $350. A transmission that ran low on fluid because of a slow, undetected leak runs $3,800 to $6,200. Item 5. Your solenoid pack. Your 10R80 uses a solenoid pack to control hydraulic pressure to each of your clutch circuits. These solenoids fire thousands of times every day your truck is driven. The internal seals degrade with heat and mileage, and when they begin passing fluid, your transmission loses its ability to build and hold the correct pressure across your clutch circuits. Early symptoms in your truck are subtle: a slightly soft shift, a brief hesitation on a 3 to 2 downshift, a momentary flare on hard acceleration. Most owners adapt to these without recognizing them as a warning. By the time the symptoms in your truck become undeniable, your solenoid pack has been leaking under pressure long enough that the valve body bore it seats in has absorbed the wear. A solenoid pack at first symptom runs $280 to $420. Waiting until your valve body is worn out adds $600 to $900 to the same job. This is where most people get it completely wrong. They treat solenoid condition as a diagnosis item, something you investigate after a problem appears in your truck. It is a maintenance item. Check it before the symptom appears. Item 6. Your torque converter. Your torque converter contains its own internal lockup clutch that engages at cruise speed for a direct drive connection. That clutch generates heat and wear every time it locks and unlocks, and the friction debris from a worn converter clutch circulates through your fluid circuit, through your valve body, your solenoids, your clutch packs. It is the transmission equivalent of metal shavings in your engine oil. The symptom most owners miss is a subtle shudder at light throttle cruise that gets attributed to road surface or tires. That shudder is your converter lockup clutch slipping instead of locking cleanly. And every mile it continues, it is adding debris to your fluid and your transmission. A converter replacement runs $400 to $650. A 10R80 rebuild driven by converter debris contamination runs $3,800 to $6,200. But don't stop there, because item 7 is the one you can do yourself right now, costs nothing, and directly addresses the most common daily driver contribution to early 10R80 wear. Item 7. Your tow/haul habit. Every item on this list has been about what gets done to your transmission externally. Item 7 is about what you do to it from the driver's seat every single day. And it is the most actionable thing here by a significant margin. Your 10R80 was calibrated around shift parameters that assume you are using tow/haul mode under load. When you are towing, running a loaded bed, climbing sustained grades, or driving stop and go with real weight on board, and you are not in tow/haul mode, your transmission is managing those conditions with shift logic designed for a light, unloaded truck. Your torque converter locks and unlocks more frequently than necessary. Your clutch packs engage at lower pressure than the load demands. Your fluid temperature runs higher, doing the same work it would do more efficiently in tow/haul mode. The fix costs you nothing. One button, 2 seconds. Use tow/haul anytime your truck is working. Anytime there is real weight on board, real grades ahead, or sustained throttle demand involved. Your 10R80 was engineered around the assumption that you would use this mode aggressively. The 10-speed failures that appear earliest in the service data come disproportionately from trucks that were never in tow/haul mode under the conditions that demanded it. Your transmission cannot tell you it is being overworked. Your fluid temperature gauge can, and if you have not enabled it in your instrument cluster yet, that is the first thing you do when this video ends. Your settings, your maintenance schedule, and your daily driving habits are the 3 variables that determine whether your 10-speed crosses 100,000 miles healthy or crosses it already compromised. Hit subscribe for more direct breakdowns like this one, And if you want to know exactly what your 10 speeds fluid is telling you the next time you pull the dipstick, what each color means, what the smell means, and the one finding that means you stop driving immediately, that video is already on the channel. Your transmission will be glad you watched it.